part of a live studio audience.
Yeah, man. What's up, John?
Not much. How are
you? Dude, man. You know what? I didn't think that WrestleMania was that bad.
Some matches were, some matches weren't. The Firefly Funhouse, I thought was amazing, except for the fact I think it should have had a little more wrestling.
Dude, but that shit was great. That shit was like the life of fucking John Cena. I thought that was great. I thought that was perfect.
It was done so well, but I would have liked to have seen just a little more wrestling in the end. That's all. Can't knock it, but
they just gave you the pinfall. But dude, that was definitely done by Wyatt. That was that was Wyatt that pretty much he was hanging out with Matt Hardy enough to think about that thing.
Oh, they said that he wrote the entire fucking thing. Some people changed a few things here and there, but they were like, no, he was the mastermind behind the entire. John put his 2 cents in, and they're like, okay, this, that, and the other. But no, they said Bray Wyatt was the one who did it, and it went off because the big question was, what was better, his or the Taker the Boneyard match? And I got to tell you,
both of them were great.
The Boneyard match was good, but I think I like the Boneyard match a little better for the wrestling aspect. But I mean, watching him go back in time and I mean the old school Cena, I thought was phenomenal.
The prototype, I was like, yeah.
The prototype, him cursing, I thought was amazing.
How about when Vince McMahon? This shit is gonna be good.
they asked Vince, is he gonna get pissed with this? He's like, nope, do it. I love it. That fucking lunatic. How are things upstate?
So far, so good, man. I gotta tell you, not bad. Eating, hanging, shooting is good.
I see you being Mr. Little drummer boy up there with your drum set.
Oh yeah, I was behind some different sticks.
Who has a drum set?
Molly, she got one up here, but on top of my phone is a drum set.
I've never seen. I mean, you've been up there for a while now, and it's the first time I've seen you with it, playing with it, or anything.
Oh yeah, I was like, I waited till everybody left the house, and then I was fucking hitting those drums.
Watch, she just wants you playing it when she's home.
Yeah, because I don't want to drive them crazy.
I'm shocked you haven't already.
Dude, yeah, we've been up here a while. She's in the city right now picking up some supplies and shit.
Oh.
So, John, this is episode 87 of the Freak Show.
87 quarantine show.
Quarantine show. Hey, dude, but even that Monday Night Raw was not bad.
They wrestled, and that's what I actually enjoyed. Is they actually, they wrestled. It wasn't just, old stuff. It wasn't just them hanging out. It was like, hey, here's actual wrestling, which is what we need.
I was like, wow. You know what was also good? But they buried that team from NXT, that Danny Burch and that other guy.
Oh, they crushed them.
And they got beat by Ricochet and fucking Cedric Alexander.
But they also crushed what's-his-face. I mean, so I heard a rumor that Rhea Ripley, the reason she lost is because her Australian visa is up.
Yeah, that's the reason she lost. She was going to go over Charlotte.
And they're not renewing it. So now she's got to go back, and she's got to sit in quarantine for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what happened, man. It's fucking crazy, man. But that match, let me tell you, that match stole the show. That probably was one of the best female wrestling matches I've seen.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Dude, that was better than Becky and Baszler.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? I wish they would have let Sami Zayn and Daniel Bryan go at it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I thought that match was a little disappointment.
Well, I mean, you also understand that. I mean, I guess they're trying to keep things somewhat, I don't want to say sane or PC, but healthy at least. Like I said, I was shocked that I saw so much wrestling on Monday. I didn't think I was going to see that much at all.
And you see who they both do. Apollo Crew gave fucking Aleister Black a much better challenge than fucking Bobby Lashley. I thought that was
absolutely weird. He did.
I thought that was
I don't know if they're trying to push the younger guys now or what's going on, but I mean that was a great match, I thought.
But you know what's funny? Apollo Creed has been in SmackDown. They weren't doing. He left SmackDown because they weren't doing nothing with him in Raw, and now they're bringing back a Raw. They don't even know what the hell they're doing now.
Changing everything around.
They even brought that girl. You know that girl that was Bianca Belair? She's actually married to that guy Montel Ford. That's his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, they mentioned that.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty cool.
Dude, you know who's good that I thought people didn't? That guy, Austin Theory.
See, I'm not saying I'm not a fan of his, but my thing is this: when the announcers and everyone's pushing a guy so hard, I automatically go against it. Like, come on.
You know what?
He's good, yeah, but come on. Is he the next coming of Christ? I don't think so.
No, you know what it was? He was the world champion in Evolve Wrestling, and he been in NXT. But the guy's the real deal. The guy can throw down. The guy can hang out there. You know, he can hang with the big boys. You know what? You put that kid in there, you give him like the IC belt or the United States title, that'd be a good little. And then, like Selena Vega is growing like that little stable. That's not a bad thing. Like, she got 3 guys. Maybe isn't what's his face on the shelf again? Yeah, but you know what? If they can make like a stable with her that wouldn't be a bad thing. When's the last time they actually had a good stable in the WWE? Other than the Messiah, and I think those guys suck. Yeah, well, where the hell are all of them? They're all MIA. You don't see AOP or fucking Buddy at all. Yeah, dude, how bad was Seth Rollins in that match? That was a shit show. It was horrible. Did you see that Kevin Owens wanted to jump off the fucking the pirate ship originally? Oh, that's what it was. So someone took a photo of the pirate ship in the stadium and said, "Oh, the things that could have happened at WrestleMania with this." And Kevin Owens retweeted it and put, "You have no idea. I spent 2 days there trying to find the fastest way of getting up there, what I could do with this. And trust me, it would have been epic. So I had to use the sign instead." Oh, my God. That was unbelievable. What do you think of Randy Orton versus Edge? I think it was a good match. I think it ran a little long. I think it ran too long. But I think that spot with the fucking weights was extremely uncalled for. Oh my God! Especially after the Benoit thing. After that just aired, and apparently they got a lot of backlash for that, and I don't blame them. Hanging him with the fucking weights. Come on, man. I think that was just. I don't know, man. There's a time and a place for everything, and I didn't see any time or place for that at all. Like especially since the documentary just came out. Like, it's fresh in everyone's minds about what happened and what went on, and that's the first thing you think about doing. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hang him with the weights. Like, come on, man. Oh my God, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe they were doing that. You want to hear something funny? So Kevin Sutherland's gonna be on Jim Cornette's Drive Thru, his podcast, and he's gonna talk about because they couldn't get him on the show, but he's gonna talk about Dark Side of the Ring, the Benoit. So he was married with Nancy. Yeah, him and Benoit. You know that fight they had years ago in WCW? That was a real fight. Oh, they were beating the shit out of each other. They beat the shit out of each other. It was crazy, man. It was insane. They were saying that they were both very professional, but you could tell there was quite a few stiff shots going on there. Oh man, there was a few stiff shots with the fucking some of those matches too. You could tell too. Oh, I'm sure. Like I mean, if you took a man's wife. And the worst part is you can't blame the guy because you booked it. Yeah. But the Charlotte Flair and Rick, didn't they take some real shots at each other? Yep. Oh, they were throwing some haymakers. Oh my God, they were fucking each other up. There was some drop kick that drop kick off the top rope. If that thing didn't hurt, that looked like she really caught her face. Yeah, but you know what it is, Rob? This is the thing too. Maybe this is what Vince will see now is these guys aren't wrestling 5-6 days a week. They're wrestling 1 or 2. So their bodies can take a little more beatings, a little more damage. So they're gonna have better matches. Yeah, now they're when you're putting your body through that 3 to 4 days, 5 days a week, your body can't handle it. You're doing it once a week, you can do it. It's like drinking. Doing NXT. NXT is going to be good tonight. You got Ciampa and this guy, the final chapter. You got some good matches. You got the 6-woman ladder match, and you see that they still put more the Money in the Bank. I know. I saw that in May, right? Yeah, but the problem is. No, not in May. Is it May? Yeah, in May. You know what the problem is? Supposedly, that they closed down Miami. Like, I think the whole place, like that place where the performance centers, like shut down. Everything is shut down right now. Yeah. All this thing is pre-taped, except let's see where they do SmackDown. SmackDown's supposed to be live.
Is it?
Yeah.
See. That's become the main concern now is that, and this is the biggest problem with this whole virus shit is no one has a fucking clue. Like I'm watching the news today, the governor's giving his typical speech, and 2 days ago it was, this is going to be the worst week. This is going to be the worst week. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. And now I'm just watching him now, and he's like, well, we're bending the curve, so things are looking 1,000 times better, but still don't go out. It's like, well, a minute ago you said we're all going to die. Now you're saying we're doing great.
You
Like,
know,
what the fuck is
what
it,
the
bro?
problem is? I think New York, the worst of New York is over. You know what's going to happen now? Long Island, upstate, Brooklyn, now all those places are going to have what New York had for a little bit.
I mean, this shit's not going to go away anytime soon. Right? And so we got like a cure. And even if it does go away now, and it goes away for the summer, what happens in the fall?
It'll mutate.
If it mutate and start happening again, come on.
Dude, do you see that video about the show on Netflix that had the same fucking virus, coronavirus, and it was the same thing? Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
How fucking...
It was, everything was the same.
Same shit. Even the inconvenience, you got to stay away for 14 days, 2 to 14 days. Don't be around anybody.
Yeah. And when I was reading how it's going to this and it attacks your respiratory system and it does this and it does that, I was like, holy shit, they're legit saying everything that is happening right now. And that was what, 3 years ago? Or 2 years ago?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
2018, right?
Yeah. Dude, that reaction, what do you think about McIntyre? I thought that was great.
So I thought the match was good. I hated the fact that they did that after show match thing with the Big Show.
Oh, but that was
Did you see
that
on
the
Monday?
same day or was that Monday Night Raw?
It was 10 minutes after WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah, they were talking about that's crazy.
Like, A, you're making the Big Show look like a bitch, and B, you're putting Drew over that much. I mean, I heard that Vince and Brock got into it big time again.
I heard that was a rumor. I heard that was bullshit.
Not as bad as they said. I mean, it wasn't a fist fight, but I heard that they got into it. Like, they were pissed. Brock's like, I want to get paid. And apparently Vince was like, well, there's no one here. There's no ticket sales, so you're not going to get paid as much. And he's like, Brock, you're being greedy. And apparently Les's response was, motherfucker, you're being greedy. You should have postponed this goddamn thing.
Yeah, not all these, for Mania, those guys get a huge pay. I think they're still going to get paid, but not as much as they would have done if it was a regular Mania.
Exactly. Well, I also didn't know, because I watched the Broken Skulls interviews with Bret Hart. I didn't know his major, all of his money that he made came from merchandising.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was, I know he was obviously getting paid, but I didn't know that his major part was the merchandising. Because CM Punk's did the same thing. He goes, I didn't have that big of a contract, but my merchandising is what paid me. And I was just like, how much merch are you fucking selling?
Dude, let me tell you, between Bret Hart and CM Punk, they were doing close to $20 million a year in merch.
That's insane. Because so their merch, they're getting what do you think? 17% the most?
They get, you know what it is? So let's say Vince, all right, so let's Vince goes to you, all right, I'm going to give you $1 million a year, right? But I'm going to give you 70% of the merch.
So you think 70%? That's kind of high.
I mean, these guys are your stars. These guys are the stars. Let's say even if it's 60% of the merch.
So I was thinking along like 15%. They get
they get it a little more.
They're putting all the product out because it's their product. They're putting it out. They're the ones, making the merch and this that, and the other. But I was just like,
dude,
hear that he was making he wasn't making his money in the contract. It was all the merch, which also explains why guys hate going heel. Guys hate to fucking change up things because they're gonna lose all that money.
You know who's the only guy that didn't care? Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero, take away my merch. I don't want it because I'm a bad guy. And that's where he sold more merch than ever.
Well, Latino Heat. You can't fuck with that.
Dude, but you want to hear something? Did you see the Dark Side of the Ring yesterday? The fucking brawl fall?
No, I have not seen the new one yet. Last one I saw was...
That was a real thing? That wasn't even fake?
What's that?
The brawl fall was a real thing. Like, they really put them out there and fight, and the guys lost a career. It was like a real shoot fight.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. The Brawl for All, so that was the biggest problem was that it was Dr. Death.
Yes, but Steve Williams. It ended his career.
He was supposed to win, and then when Bart Gunn knocked him out, they were like, oh, shit, now what do we do? So they put him in with Butterbean, and they were like, "All right, let's hope he beats Butterbean," and Butterbean beat the fuck out of
Yeah,
him.
Bada Bean fucking knocked him out. Ended his career. Dude, you gotta watch the documentary, though, bro. They got Vince Russo's talking. You got Jim Cornette and Vince Russo and Jim Cornette hate each other.
Dude, so when he hit Butterbean with the chair afterwards, that wasn't scripted, that wasn't planned. And apparently Butterbean left the ring and went backstage and was trying to find fucking Gunn and beat the shit out of him.
Oh my god.
I was reading I watched a whole bunch of things on YouTube about that. They were like, yeah, and then and Bart Gunn, realizing that he's got his ass knocked out, lost his shit, tried to hit Butterbean with a chair. That wasn't a very smart move.
Oh my god, that was crazy. So I got some rumors. So the Black Widow, I said right now supposedly Black Widow. They keep moving it back, but I said right now Black Widow is coming out with the Eternals are supposed to come out.
And the Eternals is going back to like February, right?
So Black Widow's supposed to come out in November, right?
Yeah.
And the Eternals now supposed to come out in February when there was another movie coming in, so everything got moved.
All right. I mean, I can see that. That's not the end of the world.
And how about the fucking Walking Dead? What a great fucking show this Sunday. And now we got to...
I didn't see it. No spoilers.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
see
the
it.
fucked up thing, now we got to wait for the season finale because they say sometime this year.
Because they couldn't finish filming.
But then they had so much. Then they show a preview of how much filming did they need? They show a preview of the show from and they gave you so much information at the end of the show for the next preview. What do you mean it's not finished? I don't understand. You stupid motherfuckers.
They probably have it all filmed. They probably just couldn't edit it. And even with editing, you got to sit 5-6 people in a room. Maybe they just. I don't know. I really don't know.
And you see what they're doing with Rise of Skywalker? So they're going to find a way to... There's going to be more Skywalkers. Disney Plus, there's going to be a Star Wars series based right after the events of Rise of Skywalker.
Why?
Yeah, and they're going to introduce a few Skywalker. They're going to show how Rey got the Jedi Order back, bringing people together and the struggle she had to bring back a Jedi Council.
Well, it can't be right because she wants nothing. All the actors in that movie want nothing to do with it. No,
but it's gonna be like the drone. It's gonna be like the cartoon, the drone, and that like they did for Clone Wars stuff. Like it's gonna be like that.
Oh, I gotcha.
But it's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be more because they're gonna CGI everybody. That they're gonna capture everybody's face and stuff.
I gotcha. I see that.
And they got 2 more trilogy. They got the High Council of the Jedi. And they're also going to do the Old Republic of the Jedi. They got a bunch of shit coming out.
Well, I know they're doing the whole, what's it called? The Celestial Republic or the something Republic?
The High something, yeah. The
high,
yeah, something like that is coming out. But that's going to be more for books and stuff. And then they're going to go the one of the movie they're doing is from the Old Republic.
The Old Republic, I hope they go that angle because Darth Revan was one of my favorite characters in all the extended universe.
Yeah, but that's the guy that was good, bad, and then good again.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Amazing.
But the storyline was phenomenal. He forgot who he was, and then the Jedi fucking brainwashed him. It was like, come on.
Oh, that's incredible. And there's a bunch of supposedly there's a trailer for Venom coming out too.
I heard that. Well, I mean, right now, let's be honest. And it's similar with WWE. The entertainment business should be doing as much as they can to keep people's minds off this shit because it's grimy out there. I started working at Lowe's this past week, and just seeing the people getting pissed off and angry and yelling over nothing. People are just fucking angry.
Damn.
Now. It's a shit show out there. It's an absolute shit show.
You know what show you recommend to me? That Repairs on Hulu?
The Price,
oh my God. Fucking
good,
great.
Right? Yeah, my buddy Renes was on that. He was the really big guy, the big bald guy.
I also you know what else? I started watching that Big Show series on
How is that? I haven't watched it yet. How is it?
It's like Big Show and Full House.
That's what it looks like.
Pretty much, and they got another one started this Friday called The Main Event.
Oh, the kid?
It's this little black kid that finds like a luchador mask, and it gives him
and becomes like super strong.
Yeah, it makes super strong. That kind of looks good too. And it's like the Mist and everybody else, but it looks good. Dude, did you see Mick Foley after he saw the match with the Undertaker AJ? He said,
He wants one next. Can I have
"Can
one
I
next
have one
year?
next year?" How great is that?
Dude, I'd watch it. Dude, Mick's still Mick. I mean, could you imagine? Because Hogan's trying to make his comeback. He wants to be in WrestleMania next year for his final
Dude, you can
match.
make him think
Could you
like that. Like, just make a fucking vignette like that, like a movie. Should make him find Wyatt.
but could you imagine like Hulk Hogan versus like Mick Foley, like a career-ending
Oh
matches?
my
Like, come on,
god.
man. Those two guys would kill each other. Well, I think Foley would kill Hogan, but
You know what somebody was talking? What would be interesting to do a Sting Undertaker match like that, so Sting doesn't get hurt, like the way they did the AJ.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can
Because
see that.
people just,
Finally, but who would go over?
I don't know, man. You know,
Because Taker being Taker would want to put Sting over due to the fact of how he got shitted on by
yeah.
Hunter. I mean, that's not saying that's a bad thing. So I mean, I don't know who you would want to put over. Taker again? Like, I was shocked Taker beat AJ. Honestly,
I love it when he started talking about his wife, and then he threw him off the roof, and he goes, "Don't bury me, man. Nah, kid, I'm not gonna bury you. You had a great match." Then he fucking kicks him.
And did it anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
that was fantastic. How about, you know what was pricey? When he came from behind.
Dude, you know how many memes are of that
somebody
now?
says Joe Biden, one of his victims.
Oh, I didn't see that one yet.
That's great. Did you see the news today?
Oh, he's out. Yeah, he
Bernie
dropped out.
Sanders. That so
Finally.
you're gonna have two old bastards running for president. And you know what's the problem? What's Joe Biden? He's no show.
He, I don't know. Maybe he's
What the
quarantined.
fuck is he doing this whole fucking virus?
maybe
Dude, if
he's
the
got
guy
it.
fucking running for president, where you think he'll be out there going, "Oh, I'm trying to come for the American"? Nothing. It's amazing.
Maybe he got the
You
virus,
think so?
man. You never know. I don't know. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. I'm saying I don't know.
You gotta watch Netflix. Did you say that Dave Chappelle got the Mark Twain Award for humor?
No, did he curse
you
everybody
gotta
out?
see the who's in this thing. Dude, even Nancy Pelosi was there, hanging out, getting lumped up in the back. I'm
God.
like, what the fuck does this woman got to do with Dave Chappelle? They got nothing in common.
There's black folk there. She's like, "Oh, I'm black like you. Come on."
Oh man, hey, you seen what's be surfing on YouTube? Have you seen the Andrew Dice Clay? People been putting like Andrew Dice Clay up in the last couple of weeks. Like
Oh God, why the dice?
Oh my God, the shit that he say, I'm like, oh my God, he say that shit today, it'll be over.
Oh, he would never work
It'll
again.
be a
Dude.
revolution.
That's you couldn't say half the shit he said back then.
Oh my
today.
God. Hey, what?
You couldn't make blazing saddles today.
You couldn't. They were talking about that. You couldn't. What do you think about the whole the Jericho in the pool where Vanguard won? Do you see that?
I think Jericho is one of the greatest performers of all time right now. I think what he's doing and the way he's doing it is absolutely amazing and phenomenal.
I like that hey, Matt Hardy, you got a change of heart. Vanguard won. Here, take this shirt.
I saw that, yeah, and he takes it and runs away. Like, come on.
El Champion.
El Champion.
Oh, that shit is gold.
But the fact that he's cutting a fucking promo on a fucking drone. Like, come on.
That's great.
Who can do that?
The cursing, they're like cursing now. Like,
yeah.
It's like
that's the only good thing of this whole virus shit is hopefully the PG era is gone.
Dude, you seen the fucking shit people are doing out there, man? Like, I mean, people have just like people don't even want to be next to each other now. It got to the point, you know how weird it's gonna be where everything comes back and people actually be together?
Oh, of course, the bar's gonna be fucking packed. So let's go there with that one then. Who's your motherfucker of the week?
Dude, man, I gotta go. This guy has been a fucking asshole. De Blasio, how bad is he, dude? Now you really see how bad he is.
Did you see him today?
What did he do? But that guy,
he was on today just about how and we're still doing really bad, and we're still this, and we're still like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, just shut the fuck up. You're a useless piece of shit.
Think about it, how bad it is that Cuomo just shits on him.
Yeah. How, dude? You know it's bad when Cuomo and the president are getting along.
Oh,
you know it's bad. But that's right. That's saying, all right.
But
think
about that. Remember when Christie was talking to Obama, how fucking pissed off the Republican guy? And they was like, oh, you gave Obama the election? What do you think's going to happen when fucking Cuomo gives Trump the election for helping out New York?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. See, but now my motherfucker of the week is that piece of shit that fucking punched the cop in the head.
I saw that. That's another cocksucker. The sucker punch.
Could you imagine that? Like, first of all, you were caught. He got caught. You're getting fucking 7 years minimum. For what? Because the cops were arresting a guy who was like smoking weed. He was doing some shit. And the guy's like, oh, it's a little weed. Who cares? Like, this day and age, smoke weed in your house. Stay home. But for you to go up behind a guy, sucker punch him, you're being recorded, and you sucker punch a cop, I'm sorry, but this day and age, they should have just fucking beat him with a knife. See, they tried tasing him, with nothing happened. Go back to the nightsticks.
Dude, you want to hear something that's fucked up? Cops are still giving tickets. You really do for a public drinking. You really not supposed to drink in the public? And some people are getting hit with these tickets, dude. But you got to take it. You got to take your drink to go. Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like a scumbag ticket.
Well, it's $1,000.
No. Oh, you know what's $1,000 for social distance? You got to stay away. The only time you don't stay away, if you people live together, you can stay together. If you don't live together, guess what?
You shouldn't be there. Yep.
It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy what's going on, man. It's like, how crazy is the world now?
It's a complete whole new world,
dude. And how about the GoFundMe shit? You see what unemployment did lately, right?
Unemployment's a shit show right now.
Like, dude, people can't get through.
They have fucked up. They have fucked up so much of my shit. So I still had a week left of my unemployment before I started with Lowe's, and they shorted me, I think, a tenth. I got 1/10 of what I was supposed to do for that week, which is complete horseshit. Tried calling them all day today, nothing. Now I'm only seasonal at Lowe's, so technically I'm employed, but I'm not making enough to cut off my unemployment. And since unemployment was extended, I should be getting it. Now I've been online. I've been trying to get through them is like fucking pulling teeth from a bed.
Not only do you get, if you get unemployment now, you also get like an extra $600.
Yeah, I know. Which I would be making so much more money staying home on unemployment than working at Lowe's for the hours I'm getting. I'm getting 9 hours a week, 10 hours a week.
So you still keep your unemployment because that's like less than $100, right? Or maybe close to $100.
It's after taxes, it's a little over $100.
Yeah, so you
hours.
still keep your unemployment because you're only working like one. You could just put as a 1 day a week, and then they got to give you the rest of the week.
Exactly, but trying to get through to them to figure this shit out. I mean, they still owe me over $200 from the last check because they cut it down for some odd reason.
Nah, I'd say you get on that because now they're giving you a little money, you know.
Of course, and right now that's what's needed because the credit card bills don't care. They're still coming after you. The credit card's like, no, fuck you. We want our money.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? I think some people this or next week you start getting that $1,200 also.
Let's hope. I gotta get my taxes done sooner than later. But let's hope.
Yeah, if you didn't get your taxes done, they actually do it for the 2018. You did your tax in 2018, right? As long as you made under.
I mean, let's be honest. Who do we know that made over $125,000?
I don't know.
So all of us should be getting, $1,200.
Yeah, so the $1,200 is pretty much based on your 2018. Doesn't matter. Do you file for 2018?
Not yet.
Oh, you didn't?
That's why I'm 2018.
Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you're getting the $1,200 for. It doesn't matter how much you file for. Even if you got only $300 in tax return, you still get a $1,200 check.
Fucking, but I will agree with Cuomo with this. And again, I hate saying I agree with this fucking guy, but $1,200 to someone in Oklahoma is a lot of fucking money when their rent's $400 a month. $1,200 to someone in New York City where their rent's fucking $2,000 a month,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
shit.
nothing. But that's why they're giving you that extra $600 a week. Forget that. You're also getting now. You're getting your thing. So, dude, some people are going to be making like close to even if you only get the $600 a week, you're still going to be making $2,400. Come on, it's still a lot of money.
I gotta get on the ball with that with unemployment because it's a lot of money that could be used for paying
Yeah,
some
because
bills.
you know what I did? I had my taxes taken out on that shit. Do you have your tax or you would get your whole thing?
Oh, of course, I would have them tax it because then at the end they're gonna want their money back.
Dude, yeah. So that imagine the people that do have to go to work and this shit. I better be cut off for a little bit, get a little unemployment for a few weeks, and then when you go back, you'll be flush. You'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. But I just want to know. I'm hoping to find out when this shit's gonna end. That's the biggest kick in
So
the nuts
I
right now.
talked to a friend of mine, Chin. He's a doctor in Texas. He pretty much told me, dude, you know what's going to happen to New York? New York City's, the numbers are going to go down, but the rest of the state, the numbers will go up. And I don't think, he really think by Memorial Day weekend we'll be open.
Let's hope. Let's absolutely hope because that would be a wonderful thing to hear.
Yeah.
But comes Memorial Day weekend, if we are open, we're all going to fucking
Oh, yeah,
AC.
definitely. Because all that, dude, shit is still closed, man. Like, what the fuck, man? And dude, and people are fucking, there's still people dying, but you know what? He was telling me pretty much, even if you died of a heart attack, they're pretty much calling it corona.
Oh, of course they are. They're any drive anything right now, and it's going to be considered coronavirus. I will say, and I know he doesn't listen to the show that often. My friend's father just died this morning, so I want to give from the virus, unfortunately. So the Solomon family, I send you out, my guys, my deepest regrets and sympathies. And Stevie, I know you always listen to this much. If you need anything, just give me a call. His dad was older, I think in his like late 70s, and he had been dealing with some medical issues. And like 4 days ago, they put him into the hospital, and they said, "Yep, he's got it." And this morning, he was unresponsive.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah, so he's dealing with that. He called me about 11 o'clock this morning and was like, he's all distraught, and rightfully so. His father just passed. But so people saying that this isn't real or it's a hoax or it's that and the other. It's not a hoax. So I believe the media and how insane it is. No, because I think they're calling everything this virus.
Oh
now.
yeah, I think that's definitely you know what? That's some real news mixed with some real fucked up just let's get the shit out of these people.
Well, and this is a thing for your conspiracy theory podcast. Is I find it funny how the two towns next to fucking Wuhan, I'm not fucking pronounce it, have zero cases
like
of this
Shanghai,
shit.
all these other places, nothing, zero.
And then when the fucking stock market crashed, who bought up a ton of fucking stocks? The Chinese government.
Dude, but do you see how funny since Bernie Sanders say he was dropping? Do you see the stock market go up like a 500 points? Do you see that?
Of course, because they know that the money's not being taken out of their pockets.
Doing the memes that came out already. I guess Trump is winning another one. People already putting out memes.
Dude, I mean, as much as I said, I hate to say it, as much as you hate Trump, and a lot of people do hate Trump, he's doing what he's got to do. This man can cure cancer right now, and they would be like, "Why didn't he cure it last week?" I mean, he can't do anything right. He's the asshole. Those are people that they hit lotto and then complain about not hitting it sooner.
Yeah. You know what's the funny thing? The first thing when he closed those borders to China, they call him a racist. He should have closed that shit a lot sooner.
And now they're saying that he shouldn't have done it to begin with, but he should have done it sooner. Like it's so hypocritical on so many levels.
People just don't like him. You know what's the funny thing about this whole thing? That you got all these guys, right? So technically right now you don't need a primary because Sanders dropped out. Like you don't need to do all these primary. Like it's pretty much done. Pretty much you can just go now and go straight to the election in November. I wonder if that's another reason why maybe somebody spoke to Sanders.
I was just gonna ask you that. Did someone say to him, "Yo, you're not gonna win it. Just fucking back out and save the people." Put the energies elsewhere.
You know what? If he backed down and he said it's a good speech, say, "Oh, I backed down. Nobody told me." You know what? That might even save some votes for Biden because you know what? That's because if he say, "Oh, they told me," you know what's going to happen? That's it. It's over. Election's over.
I mean, it's a fucked up situation right now with what's going on in this country, and unfortunately, people aren't listening. I mean, yesterday up the park of where I live in Marine Park, they boarded up the parks, they chained up the fucking basketball areas, and within 2 hours, people are out there with wire cutters and bolt cutters, and they're cutting everything open and going in. Like, I don't understand the logic of
Dude,
individuals.
a friend of mine went to Central Park, and he said Central Park is like it's like nothing's happening. People are hanging on out, riding in bikes, and there's no regards about how you know what you want. You know you see the woman that say, "Oh man, I'm covered in Jesus Christ's blood. I can't catch the coronavirus." Do you see that?
No,
Oh
tell me
my
she
God,
caught
there's
it
some
though.
woman they interview and she's in her car and the guy said, you know, there's a virus going on right now. This is that. I'm covered in my Lord and Savior's blood. There's no way I can catch the coronavirus.
What a fucking
You
idiot!
know what this?
What an absolute
I
fucking
can't
idiot!
even go to the store and buy a chocolate Easter bunny. It's an outrage.
Well, and I know you like those. I know you like
I
those
do
Easter
like
bunnies,
those
don't
Easter,
you?
but at least one, man. I like to take one of those down, bite the ears. I like to torture the little motherfucker.
Now, do you eat the whole thing in one sitting, or do you like take your time and have it
Oh no,
over a
that
couple of
shit'll take
days?
me like 3 weeks to eat.
I was gonna say I did a
Do
lot of
you
talking for
see?
one day.
I sent this to Gina on Facebook. Do you see the new Reese's peanut butter cup?
Oh, with the
No,
extra
with the
chocolate on
extra
top.
peanut. Like it's all peanut butter and the chocolate's in the bottom.
Jesus
Dude, tell me
Christ,
that shit doesn't sound
that's
good.
a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of peanut butter, my man. That is a lot
I
of
wonder.
peanut butter.
So a lot of shit got delayed because of this fucking. A lot of filming got stopped. Like, is this gonna fuck up like the season finale of a lot of these TV shows? But
Yes,
how
absolutely.
come? Weren't these shows already being taped or they were already done for the season?
Well, that's why. So certain shows are still going on, and they're because they're already taped in the can and they're out. But other ones, no. Other ones are still fucked.
It's amazing, man. Have you been watching Westworld?
I have. It's getting better. The first couple of episodes were
It's
like, what
picked
the fuck? But it's getting a little better
Dude, that
now, thank God.
storyline picked up, man. That shit's gonna be good.
But I can't see him and go, I'm Pinkman, bitch. That's all I think about when I
you
see him.
Every time I look at him, I'm like, oh my God, you are Pigman. Yeah, yeah. It's like
And that's all Gina yells at me. She's like, oh, look, it's Jesse. I'm Pinkman, bitch.
Do you ever see the Breaking Bad movie El Camino?
Did I watch that? No, I have not. Wait, did I?
It picked
I think I
it
did.
picks
I don't
up
remember.
after like he's escaped from those guys, and I thought the first thing he was gonna do after he escaped from those guys was pick up the little boy Brock.
I think I did watch it, and I was just like, all right, it wasn't that all that. I was kind
They're
of just like, all right,
supposed to
whatever.
do like 2 movies like that.
But that goes to show you how I guess I didn't really think it was all that because I was just like, all right,
I
whatever.
saw it and it was all right, but it's like, damn, man, that's it.
I'm currently gutting my son's room. That's all the noise you hear in the
what?
background. I'm gutting my son's room. I'm pulling everything out and getting him a new bed and deep cleaning everything and donating a fuck ton
Oh,
of
why? He
toys.
don't want them no more?
Rob, he has so many. He has so many toys that he hasn't probably even seen or touched in well over a year or two. So it's like, you know what? There's going to be some kid that's going to love all
That's a
these
good thing you
toys.
do, especially now with this fucking crazy economy, man.
Exactly. Well, it's between the economy and everything else. Like, I know a lot of kids who are stuck home who can't go out, this, that, and the other. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take care of them. Do something. I'm gonna bleach them all, clean them all, leave them on doorsteps. Some positive energy in this fucking horror show that we call, the
Dude,
virus.
I got another motherfucker of the week for you. Do you see the
Sure.
guy that some guy they're going into they were using Zoom for classroom, right? And some
Yeah.
kid just went into like a kindergarten class, hacked into a kindergarten class. They don't even know who he is. And he was doing dick pics through this whole kindergarten class.
Oh, come on. Why I mean, I'm all for like chaos and stupidity, but come on. There's no. It's
But the
children,
funny thing
man.
is that the shit might have come from fucking who the hell? It could have been some dude from Russia or China, some hacker that just, fuck it, let me do this. It's fucking weird, man. So the whole school thing, you know what the school did? Now they want you to use like the Google Classroom. That's what they want you to use
Yeah.
now.
But I've been saying that from day one. So we did Zoom for the for WrestleMania. We did a WrestleMania show. Watch Zoom, but every fucking 40 minutes you got to log out and log back in into something else, and it's like
Oh
it
yeah?
sucks. Google Hangouts. You can sit there all night, and just
Oh, did you
relax.
do
Who gives a fuck?
viewing party?
Yeah, we did.
How many people showed up?
The first night we had 15 of us, and the second night there was a few. It wasn't that many at all.
Let me tell you, man, I was almost glad that it did because we got nothing. What do you think about baseball? They talk about starting in Arizona, playing like a few weeks in Arizona.
Yeah, but who's gonna go out
I
there?
mean, they want all the teams to go out there. Arizona is it's like Tampa. They got all the teams because one is the Grapefruit League, the
Yeah.
other is the Citric League. So I think in Arizona they got a bunch of and they just talk about Arizona because of the heat and stuff. They think that they won't get that sick because Arizona actually hasn't got hit that bad if you look at it.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Yet is a key word in that shit, man. It's coming, man. People don't know this. It's gonna hit everywhere
Oh yeah,
eventually.
wait
Sooner or
till
later.
Long Island. Suffer and NASA, dude. They got like over fucking 10,000 cases of coronavirus.
Suffolk right now is, I think, the number one hit in New York City that's getting fucking crushed.
You know
with
what?
It.
But
Yeah.
under those, what's the scary thing? All those guys were essential workers, and they kept working. Most of them are construction workers or laborers.
Well, that was one thing I was curious about with Disney is, are they still doing construction in Disney? Because this would be the perfect time for it. There's no one in the parks. You just fucking go out and bang everything out and call
I
it a
don't
day.
know. You know what it is? There've been people that has called, dude. There was like, if you look at the fucking, like in the police force alone, there's like 350 guys with a coronavirus, right? Then you got a bunch of guys in sanitation. Dude, it's so bad that these guys are slowing down the train because they don't have enough conductors in the train.
Oh, I know the trains. I was with Gina last night. I called her. I'm like, yo, where are you? She goes, she gets, I think, like the 9:10 train or whatever. The first train that came was
Holy
9:40.
shit.
She's like, none of the trains are running because there's no one to conduct them. I mean, it's unfortunate, but this is what is going to have to happen. And until people start staying inside and curbing this shit, it's going to get
Dude,
worse and worse.
did you see the fucking? I think were you the one that put the bums in the train dancing? One girl with her tits out. What?
Oh, her boobies out. Oh my god, how
What the hell was
horrible
going on?
Dude, it was a fucking disaster. It was an absolute. I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, what? Why? Just why?
Dude, you see that party that there was like that big party in somewhere in Oakland, and there were a bunch of people like just marching. Oh yeah,
No.
dude. You know what? The other march that fucking got fucked. So supposedly in Spain, you know where they had that women's march. So they got that
No.
Women's Day. There's that one Sunday it just passed. We had it here. There's a bunch of women that went on the march, right? And in Spain, they got hit over. They had something like over 10,000 women with a coronavirus that went to that march.
Oh,
And there were
Jesus.
people here that went in Washington D.C. Women here. How many you think got the coronavirus for marching?
Well, I heard they're trying to push Mother's Day back now to October.
Oh no, you don't put mother. I think we'll be. I think by Mother's Day, shit'll start. I think they're gonna do a slow thing because as of right now, supposedly Cuomo got the day of April 29, right? April 29 supposedly the day that he's gonna try to open some businesses and try to get a little normalcy.
Let's hope. I mean, I know Broadway's closed till June 7th.
Let me tell you, Broadway has. You know how much money Broadway's a movie theater? Dude, movie theaters are down to zero. That never happened. They talk about they're gonna have a slow year. They're only gonna make $7 billion in the box office.
Well, that's what I'm laughing about. I just saw a commercial for help the to Broadway employees and help them this, help them that. And I'm like, y'all don't understand. I understand Broadway's expensive. Do you know how much these fucking actors make on Broadway? And I know a kid who like understudies. He understudies. He's not even on Broadway. He's the understudy for Broadway, and he's making 6 figures a fucking year. So I don't want to hear they're broke and they're going
No, but
homeless.
the actors are not. But you know which are the one, like the guys that work on the like the off Broadway shows. Those actors don't make that much money.
Oh
And
no,
then
they're
like
getting fucked. But they're not discussing them. They're discussing the actual Broadway actors, the guys in the Disney ones. Like they ain't going broke.
And then
Stop.
the other people that might be a little fucked are like the ushers and the ticket people. But they
I'm
gotta be
sure.
collecting unemployment anyway. You know what I mean?
I would hope so.
If
At the
they
very
got
least.
dude, that unemployment shit, dude. That you know that there's people, since fucking March.
if you can get through, dude, I know you can't get
I
through.
wonder why is that so hard, man?
Because they don't give a fuck. Someone put up a great meme the other day, and it showed the servers are Pornhub, and it was just rows and rows and rows of like these computer servers, and then it shows like one
In an empty
like,
room.
modem, and it says the servers of New York City unemployment.
I love that meme. They show like the fucking Pornhub got like thousands of servers. It's like nice and neat. And then
Yeah,
they
like,
show the
come
New York
on,
City
man.
one. It's like this one. It's like this school, like a child's desk with a little computer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
So
fucked
it's
up.
like, come on. Cut the bullshit. What are you looking forward to this week? Anything good?
There's nothing much, man. I was looking for the finale of The Walking Dead, but that's not happening. They were supposed to start the new show, The Walking Dead, The World Beyond. So that's done.
What show is that
It's
on?
going to be on AMC. It's a new show. It's like it's a third thing of The Walking Dead.
Jesus Christ, they really milked this
you know
fucking
what's
thing, huh?
happened? I think The Walking Dead, like the original, might be done by next year. Either next
I would
year,
hope
and if
so.
it's not done by next year, the following year.
I mean, it's how it's. Oh, no, I'm
No,
what,
it's on
season 9
season
now or
10.
some
It's
shit?
going on season 11 next year. But the problem
Yeah, so
is
that's plenty.
they already caught up to most of the comic book shit, and the comic book ended once they made it to the comic world. So, and they introduced some great characters. This last one, they introduced a great character that's going to be fucking good for the next couple of episodes.
Let's hope. I mean, it's again, as much as I hate to say it, but TV is the one thing that's keeping people somewhat sane nowadays.
Dude, let me
which
tell
is
you,
kind of
if I
scary.
was Netflix, I would release every fucking thing that I had that I didn't think was going to get viewed because people are dying to watch shit. Have you gone to Amazon? Dude, Amazon is putting
No.
shit on every
Why?
day.
I mean, I'm waiting for
I'm
the
waiting
Boys
for
Part
that
2.
too. You know what I've been watching? You ever seen that show, The Banshee, about a guy that pretends to be a sheriff? Oh, it's
No,
pretty
what
good.
is
So
that?
this guy got out of jail. He goes to this small town looking like for his ex-girlfriend, and he's like in a bar, and the sheriff gets killed, but nobody know that the sheriff got killed, and he takes the sheriff's identity. Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh Jesus! Sounds very. I mean, it's a TV
It's a
show or is it a
TV
movie
show.
or
It's
what?
probably like 4 seasons long. It's like 10 episodes like that. You know what's and it's pretty good. You know what's the other show that's been taken off? Ozark.
I heard that was
Oh my
phenomenal,
god,
but I
that
haven't gotten
shit!
into it yet. I heard
I'm
season
telling
2
you, you
was really
watch the
good.
first episode, you'll be hooked. Like I got Bobby's hook and John's hook. The shit is great. And the other,
You know what I got? You know what I got Gina into? I got her into The Colony. The Colony was a show. It's about 12 years old now. Where it's basically they take people and stick them in right now what's going on, like this fucking life or death situation, and say live this way, and it's fucking great watching them go ballistic trying to kill each
that
other.
was on USA. The comedy. It was one
I
of
think
the
it was,
people
yeah.
that was in Lost.
No. This is a reality show.
No, I thought there was a show on USA called The Colony, but that was.
Yeah, no. This is a reality show where they took 10 people and put them. I think it was either in Detroit or it was in New Orleans. I think the first season was in Detroit, the second was in New Orleans, and they're like, live here. You have nothing.
Yeah, I
Figure
think
it
that
out.
was a show they did on. I think that was on the Discovery Channel, or one of those channels in the beginning.
It might have been. I bought it. It's like $12. I bought it on I
Yeah.
think Amazon. And Gina is just addicted to it. She's like, "This is the greatest show
Dude,
ever."
shows like that are fantastic. When you see people real survivor skill, and people are like, "Fuck this and fuck that."
Dude, they built an engine that runs
Oh
on
my
wood smoke.
god, that,
That's
that
insane.
is
I'm like, that's
amazing.
amazing.
You know when the coronavirus first started, the people that were on the show Big Brother, they didn't let them know. Yeah,
No, really?
and I think they had to stop the show because, oh man, you guys got to get out of here. People are actually,
With
yeah.
everything going on, yeah.
Another show fucked by that. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. This thing really shut down the world.
They
Like
did
I'm
absolutely.
like, you know what? You laugh about it. We were laughing about it, making fun of it. The next thing, everybody's like, "Oh, you're locked down." And the problem is, have you think you had any contact with the virus? You think you had it or anything?
I think if I did, it was a couple months ago because Gina was sick as a dog. I wasn't feeling so hot. Never really had the fever thing, but the cough, the dry cough, the feeling lethargic. Part of me thought I was just hungover, like I normally am. But I never had the fevers. But now I'm hearing stories like a friend of mine. She just tested positive out in Jersey, but she never got the fever. She just got the really raspy cough and this that, and the other. But she never got a fever.
Dude,
But she
John, you
tested
want to hear
positive.
my theory? I think if you test half of us, like most of us, we're all positive. I think we all had it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, but I think since we didn't have um, an immune system that's fucked up, it's not bothering us. I think this is. I mean, this could also be the world culling itself of sickness and people. I mean, you look around the world. There's dolphins back in Venice. The world is fixing itself.
Dude, how about the fucking
So
tiger that fucking the Bronx Zoo with the coronavirus? Is that
yeah,
real?
that's Carol fucking Baskin. That's what that is.
Dude, that's so. Since
Carol
I got
Baskin,
you on
that
the phone,
bitch.
how bad was that fucking woman? What was it? Jackie Sweet, Jacqueline Sweet from
From
Facebook
which
that
one?
everybody started shitting on her.
Oh my god, dude! All right, so to
Oh my
understand the
god.
premise of this will be probably the last story because we're running a little long here. Basically, my girlfriend put up a post. She was wearing tiger pants, and she was hanging out the to-go window because the bar is still open for to-go drinks. And she said, "Everyone's welcome except for that bitch Carol Baskin." And I guess the woman, whoever the fuck it is, never saw the show, didn't understand it, and she made this dumb comment about, in this world, what's going on now? You had to put up so much hate. Why women have to hate on other women? Like, just went on a rant, like a good paragraph, and that's all that she had to hear because they flooded the Facebook with her being a fucking moron and
Oh
just
my
tearing
god.
into her.
Do you see the
The meme you put up with Joe Exotic saying this coronavirus is from her, I couldn't stop
how
laughing.
about David? The one with the milk with the fucking lightsaber?
I said, how did he find that photo? Because I went through the girl's photos. I didn't see any of that picture. So he must have dig deep
Oh my
hard
god,
into
man,
that
that
shit.
shit was fucking funny, man. Like, dude, the shit, dude. And you know what? It was like 4 days later. If you go on the page, people are still shitting on.
They're still commenting. I know. Every once in a while, I'll go back into it and throw another comment. I have to put it back on the timeline.
Gina's like, oh my god, somebody put on Gina's thing. You got good friends.
Oh, they tore into her. So what do you have going on
Dude,
this
can
week?
you believe it's a year since we went to WrestleCon?
Yeah. I can. I mean, it's been. It was 2 years ago. I was in New Orleans for WrestleMania. It's
because the picture came up, the one that I took with Kevin Nash, and I had Lexi, and I put that picture up, and I'm going, holy shit, it's a year already. I couldn't believe how fast that went.
This year went very fast, and when this is all said and done, I think 2020 is going to go even faster.
Think about it. Everybody was waiting for 2020, and the shit started. Have you seen some of the memes about 2020, the slide that just dropped?
Oh my god. A friend of mine, Michelle, who's amazing. She lives in Atlanta. She put a meme. 2020 seemed to forget our safe word and the choking is now becoming a little rapey. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my
That was rough.
God.
So you have any shows coming up with
So
Mike? What's
this
going
week,
on?
so we did a big interview with that guy Joey Pinter, and dude, it got
Nice.
huge review. Like people love it. There's a lot of people gave us a lot of thank you for that show. It's doing great on YouTube so far. It's getting some hits, some viewing hits. Because I put the video up. I put a bunch of pictures of him, and not like the one comment. There's one picture I got. It wasn't him. It was a guy that looked at us like him. It's not me, but it's good. It was like it's close enough. Yeah, because I've been doing the pictures now since I don't got video. I've been putting pictures up, so I'm probably gonna scan your Facebook and put some pictures up, and because I gotta get some new pictures to put up for this one. And then I got the Rock Show coming up, and another conspiracy and a rant, and then a freak show next week because we're almost hitting. You think we're still gonna be in quarantine when we do episode 90?
What was 87?
Yeah.
3 more weeks. Maybe. I'm see, you're looking at 90. I'm looking at 100. I'm hoping that at
100 we gotta be
no more.
out of quarantine.
Be in AC at that point because that's
AC.
what 4 months. 3 months. That's 4 months. 2.5 months. Then that'll be in mid-June.
The AC Beach Bar opens Memorial Day, but dude, are the casinos still closed, right? Damn.
Yep, everything's still closed.
Because a friend of
you know that when that opens, it's gonna cause some chaos.
I wonder if the hotels and everything's closed, right? Not even the restaurants are open there.
I think everything's shut down. Yeah, I know Key West is completely shut down. Even the hotels are shut down. Like everything is
dude.
Quarantine
That
the
place
fuck
pretty
off.
much the service. That's all service industry there.
Yep.
Like, I wonder if a lot of people are doing like they're doing on 7B with and there was to go cups anyway.
To goes, I don't know.
In Key West, right? There was sort of.
I know.
The only thing you got to put your drink in a plastic cup and take it with you.
Yep, you can't walk around with glass because they worry about breaking the thing. Which
I still love the theory of the boomerang shot in New Orleans from bartender to bartender, which is fantastic.
It was. It still opened up so much.
Because you'll meet bartender you never met.
Yeah, that was the beauty of it. You could walk around.
That's good, man.
Drinking.
Let's see if New York easing up with that law after all this shit. You know, hopefully we can still, dude. Think about that's a whole industry. If you can go to a bar, buy your drink, and take it to go, and don't get sloppy drunk, it's not a bad thing.
But exactly, because you're not sitting in a bar waiting to leave. Oh, let me finish my drink and we'll leave. And you're waiting for everyone. No, grab it to go cup and walk with it to the next bar. Like it's not the end of the world. But again, just like right now with social distancing, there's gonna be those 1 or 2 assholes that ruin it.
There's always gonna be people that ruin it.
You know, and this is one thing I will before we end. I'll say this to the world out there: stop judging everyone for the 5% Just police the 5-10% that fuck shit up. Let the other 90% enjoy themselves.
You're 100% right. So with that, John, another episode of the Freak Show over, episode 87. I will see you next week for more updates and more talk on these quarantine episodes. And remember,
quarantine episodes. Stay safe.
Yes, stay
inside,
fuckers. And remember, don't get drunk. Get lumped up. Have a good one.